like,
Okay.
Setting. Damn, I haven't done this in a while, bro. I'm doing it backwards. I was like, what the hell?
I'm just saying, dude. Did you miss me last week, dude?
Man, I was like, what am I doing?
What
am I supposed to do around here, man?
Just was it that?
So, I just work here. I don't know what to do, man.
The Pablo Escobar, where he's just kind of just.
Yeah. I was calling HEBA, and you got anybody there? Dutch podcast? No. Damn. I was like, dude, what to do, man?
just waiting.
Yeah, I was like, man, you know what? Cancel everything till this Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do it.
Dude, and it was like this morning, man, I was up like at 4. Just like I slept after we went out, but then I just, I was lying in bed and I couldn't sleep. I was like, the fuck? And I was like, fuck it. So I went and I worked out this morning.
Right there at the house?
Yeah, at the house, man. And I was like, all right, cool. And then showered, and then I was getting out, and I was like, you know what, dude? I don't think I fucking told Mario I was going to be in today.
Oh, and man, then this morning I was all like, damn, I didn't message him.
Yeah.
So I was all like, man, if he doesn't message, I'm just going to freaking play it out and be like, what? What do you mean it's Friday?
Yeah.
Probably already live, man. Let me get this going.
Are we live? I think I remembered to turn down my volume.
Yeah.
So it's not all.
Right. Check, 1, 2.
Blue job.
Apply. Okay. And let me see what's going on. And what happened? Did I not? Oh, maybe if I push start. I'm telling you, man, it's been a while. Like, damn, dude. Like, who am I? What am I doing here? I'm gonna share this on my page too, man. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna call out some people and say, hey, man, how come you don't hurt my shit? I know that lunch looked good yesterday, man. What's up? I'm gonna start giving people hearts. Fuck that shit. Take it personal. Be like, you know what?
It's like, I'm not about that, dude.
Yeah, you don't like my lunch, hey, man. I ain't gonna follow you on Instagram, dog.
You know what, dude? I'm gonna tag James, man. I'm gonna be like, James, what's up, dude? Like, come talk to us, dude. Cause I'm gonna fucking slap you.
I'm telling me, buddy. Man, let me see what's going on. We've got 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. And I think we're on there. Hello, everybody. Spider here, DeFi Car Podcast. Being joined by Aaron Suarez once again.
Yeah.
It is Friday, and about to get the weekend going, man. Actually, it is your Friday.
Yes.
Or last night.
Last night was, I think. I don't know, man. It's
your pre-Friday, man.
Yeah, night shift is really just I go in one day, come out it's the next day, and that's just how it goes. And I think I lost like half a day yesterday. So yeah, I have no idea.
Man, I'm still trying to figure out what it is to get this podcast going, man. It's been 2 weeks. I don't even think I've used it this week, honestly.
Yeah.
If I did, it was by accident, bro. But it's been a while, man. I mean, you haven't been here 2 weeks, bro.
I know, dude.
So I know you got a lot of input. Probably take like a 5-hour podcast today just for all the facts and.
Well, yeah, dude. Well, you know what, dude? No, today because we have early dismissal for the kid. It seems like there was
spring break.
It seems like they always have early dismissal now. But yeah, they have that going on, and so man, I'm here till roughly about 12:15 or so, and then I'm like, I got a jet. But yeah, no, definitely a lot to talk about, man. With the big fight coming up tomorrow.
Yes, bro. And you see, and one of the things, man, I was reading yesterday was that they actually gave Masvidal another contract, like another.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking if they give him like a 3-fight contract. So I'm thinking, okay, they must have looked at, okay, who's going to sell the most fights, like him and Leon still. I mean, who are some of him and Diaz? Nate, maybe?
Yeah, I'd like to see him and Nick. You know, if
That
Nick
would-
comes back, I
Yeah,
mean,
bro.
and I think that's a fight that we've even expressed about having as well. So I mean, I think a Nick and Masvidal fight would be a lot, closer in competition than Nate and Masvidal was.
You see, and that would actually, it'd be like when you go play basketball and you beat up the little brother and the big brother comes in.
Yeah.
Hey, you beat up my kid. My brother, now you gotta fight me. But man, I mean, it's Cain Velasquez, bro. I mean, this guy, I think it was Monday, he was incarcerated, was chasing some guy that was charged with sexually molesting like a family member. I read somewhere that it was his 4-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's true, but I mean, it was definitely a family member, and the guy's locked up. I mean, the way he went about it, man, yeah, bro. I mean, he kind of like shot at everybody. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was blood drunk, didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But other people were involved that were injured, and so now he's being charged. I think they're talking about up to 20 years, man, depending on which will stick.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll probably get something with like one of those, like where the emotion just kind of takes over. I don't even know what it's called, but I've seen guys get it, have the charges dropped because of that. So,
Well,
I think he'll be fine. I honestly think he'll be fine. I mean, I don't know if anybody else got hurt. But I think they did say that the passenger.
Yeah, he was shot in the arm.
So
one of them got caught.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, we'll see how everything kind of unfolds. But yeah, it's definitely a crazy thing, man. I saw that and I was kind of like, I know, I know this generation, man. They make memes and hoax and whatnot. So I didn't know what to think about it. But then as like everybody else started posting it, and then of course like the details started coming out, I was like, oh shit. So.
Yeah,
that's
bro. Oh yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh damn, like what's the story? I mean, that was my first intake. It's, I forgot who posted it first, one of those media giants, but it was just kind of like they just got the word that he was arrested. Like there was no story, no nothing, and I mean, it was just like I don't know, they just kind of blurted it out, and it's like later on, everything started coming into play as far as what really happened or why it happened.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can relate. I posted a little something myself the other day, and it's just,
I saw that.
Being a parent, I mean, yourself, man. I mean, somebody's fucking with your kids, bro. Come on, bro. Like, I've had to stop people from actually even, talking to my kids. Like, I'm back when they were younger, I would give them enough space to kind of like look at them, but just to let them kind of, be on their own. And always keep my eye on them, and I would have like literally, I mean, I'd be a target, bro, and guys would, hey, and they would just start talking like nothing, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude, like, and I would have to like, hey, man, hey, do I know, you know them, you know this guy or what, and they'd be like freaking out, dude, and I'm like, nah, bro, like, beat it, man, like, what's wrong with you, man, like,
get the hell out of here.
Yeah, dude, like, I mean, who the fuck does that, bro, like, it's like, and I was saying on that, little rant that I went to, man, like, it's always like if I'm at a park and with my kid and you're at the park with your kid and your kid's acting up, I go to you. I don't go to your kid and, hey, why you know what I mean? As a parent, I'm like, hey, man, you know what? Your kid's over here tripping. Like, what the fuck? But it's just like, I mean, that's what I've done before. And I'll tell my kid, like, nah, you know what? Just come play over here. Like,
Well, see, that's just it, though. Like, if your kid's messing with my kid or whatever, I'm swinging on the kid first. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But yeah, I mean,
I'll edit that part.
Yeah, please, right? And get me canceled. But yeah, I mean, that's always a tricky situation. I mean, because I've ran into that too, where it's like I've had a kid kind of like he wasn't picking like on my son, but they were just playing rough, and I'm like, hey man, like I don't know you, kid, like whatever. But then I look over and the parent's not even paying attention either, so I'm just like, well, hey, like lady, can you look and see what your kid's doing?
No, you see, and I've done that, man, where I'm like at the park and I'm looking and I'm like, where the hell is this kid's parents? And the mom's on her phone texting, facing the other way, and I'm like, and I don't know if it's them yet, so they run up to him and I go and I said, hey, man, can you pay attention to your kid? Like,
yeah.
And then they flip out, of course, and call me an asshole and everything else. So I'm like, you know what, whatever, man. Like, I'll take it. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But Cain, free Cain, man. It's out there.
Are we making shirts or what, man?
Oh, man, I already got one. Made out of crayon, but I'm going to wear it, support the guy.
Just get the piece of paper, put on.
I know, yeah. I'm going to make flyers. But, man, I mean, a lot of people are voicing their opinion, man, and it boils down to the legal system as far as what's going to happen, I mean, being charged, he's going to be charged with something. Something's going to stick only for the fact that other people were in that vehicle.
Yeah.
I think he ran that vehicle at one point. I mean, it's just...
I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean... I don't think anything's gonna really stay. I mean, I don't. I don't know. I'm the last person you should be asking about this, but yeah, I mean, I don't think anything's gonna stick. I think
I've seen people court. I know.
have you Joe Brown?
Yeah, bro.
You know, so I don't think anything will stick. I think they'll find something. I'm sure there's a lot of people that will have some resources for him to kind of use, and I'm sure somebody's willing to kind of take that case on if it comes down to it. But like I said, I don't know what the next steps would be or processes are for that. So
you see,
yeah, just hope it works out, man.
One of the things, and I realized, man, because people on Facebook or on social media, they like the last time I was called to court for to be what do you call those people, like
juror?
There you go, man. One of those things. I was on the other end this time, so I went and like one of the questions was like, oh, have you heard about this case on social media? And I mean, I hadn't, but I was like, yeah, I heard about it. Like, get me out of here, But it's one of those things that is true, man, because of course they can't use people, and if they can't get people to, then they have to forfeit or whatever the hell it's called to just not. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And a lot of cases go bad like that, man. And when people are on social media posting details and posting, like, it ruins it for the court system, man. And it's just, this might be one of them because he's such a high profile person. A lot of people that have like a shitload of followings are rooting for him to be released. And so I'm sure that's going to happen. It's going to be like a hung jury and just
I would think so.
Just...
But on the flip side of it, like, could you imagine Kane in jail, like, or like in prison or whatever, just running like maybe like a fight club or something, and you know what I'm saying, like, or I mean, I don't know, maybe he gets a girlfriend, or maybe he becomes a girlfriend. I don't know. That's just me thinking.
That's one of those things, man. I mean, I already emailed the guy, so I'm hoping to get an interview with him soon. So, no, but I was thinking about that too, and I said, man, because back in the day, man, like when people used to write these things called letters, right? We used to put a stamp and envelope and send them
with
off
an actual pen.
There you go, man. Yeah. We used to actually write physically, and I used to have pen pals, and I remember like I had like homeboys too that were locked up in prison. I remember writing and like, dude, like, what's up, and it was always interesting because I've always been intrigued with serial killers and mass murder just for the fact that I'm like, man, what the hell are they thinking? What's going on in their life to push them to that limit? But I would always notice, like, they used to get a shitload of fan base. Like, they used to get letters from people all over the world, and I'm thinking, like, damn, these people are famous and shit, dude. But, I mean, I can only imagine if Kane does time in there, I mean, he's going to be somebody, I don't think people would fuck with him. Yeah. If anything, they'd probably be starstruck and be like, hey, man, hanging out with Kane and freaking,
Be like the Tyson effect, right?
There you go, man.
So everybody's kind of just respecting him and, hey, what's going on?
How you doing, buddy? No, but, I mean, hopefully the guy, hopefully this turns out in his, for his best interest, man. I mean, it's just the way it all happened. Yeah, I mean, it could have, it could have gone differently. I mean, I'm not going to say he should have waited for the guy to be by himself and then off him, but he could have done something differently and not get that many people involved. But, I mean, like I said, he was probably blood drunk, freaking belligerent, crazy. Lost his cool, and now there he is.
Yeah, no, like I said, man, it's not the news that you kind of want to wake up to, man.
No, not at all,
especially just seeing Kane. I mean, because he does seem like a nice guy. He does seem like he's a polite gentleman type figure or whatever. So to see him in this kind of situation, and of course the circumstances are crazy, but I mean, I hope he gets past it.
No, yeah, but I mean that's the thing with Kane. Hopefully everything goes in his favor, like we said. Other news, but of course, the main event mañana. That's tomorrow for those that don't speak French. And I gotta say that, bro. but yeah, man. I mean, Covington, of course, taking on Masvidal. Man, I mean, we called it 2 weeks ago when we were talking about it, man. You still feel the same, man?
Yeah. Covington. I think.
Do you think he's gonna get finished quick?
I think he's gonna. I'm gonna go with TKO, man. Third. I think he'll finish Masvidal, man. Man, and that just sounds so weird to say, but yeah, I don't think. I'm not sure Masvidal just has the skill set, man, to kind of keep up with Covington, man. I mean, they both fought, Kamaru Usman, and the second fight with Usman, right, and Masvidal, like, he got dropped, he got knocked out, and so I think that might take a toll, and what's going on. I'm looking at the press conferences and seeing how they're acting, kind of going back and forth, but it's just like, you can see how intense the whole trash talking back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. Masvidal does look like a creep, man, or he does look like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if everything that Covington's saying is true,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, as far as like he's still married, and then he left his kids and this and that, and like that the wife was. What do you call it? Letting them sleep on the couch and kind of just doing the thing or whatever. So that, and she was working, it was her apartment and all that stuff, and so they can pursue their dreams. And I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I just think that between Covington's skill set, we know he's tough and we know he's durable. He was able to take those shots from Usman, and then still continue on, because there was a point in the last fight with Covington and Kamaru where Usman kind of had him pinned a little bit. And then Covington was able to come back. You know what I'm saying? He just never went away. And I'm not saying that Masvidal doesn't have that, but I'm saying when they fought the same opponent, that it was completely different. He got knocked out.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, fighting after you get knocked out, it's a big deal, man.
Do you think he recovered from that knockout? I don't know. That was pretty brutal, man. I mean, he slapped him, dude. Like,
yeah, I mean, he slapped, and it was a clean knockout. It was something he wasn't expecting, but even at that, Masvidal had talked about how he had, he had kind of gotten big-headed, going into that fight, and kind of the newfound fame got to him a little bit, and so did it do enough to bring him down? But probably did, and I'm sure him training for Covington is gonna light a different fire in him, during that camp. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think a little bit of the layoff. He got knocked out last. I think Covington is just a little bit more durable. I think Covington's going to finish him.
No, I think so too. I mean, the way I see it, and especially Masvidal, he's been doing this fight promotions. He's been like, and I'm not going to say he's not training, because I don't know what he does when he's not out there. But he's been out a lot more, I would say. Just promoting his business, promoting his companies. Not that that's a bad thing, but for me, that's just somebody who's like getting ready to retire. Yeah. So I don't know, mentally he'll be in there 100%. I mean, obviously he got that new contract, so we'll see what that's about. But I mean, that doesn't mean he can't retire anyway. It's just something guaranteed for him after this fight. I mean, Covington, I think he can finish him, man. I mean, I can definitely, he can finish him to where, I mean, he's got that endurance that he can push him 100%. I mean, it's going to be one of those. It is mixed martial arts, of course. Who knows? I mean, I'm gonna laugh if the bell rings and Masvidal goes with the flying knee, because that's gonna be.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the cool thing too, is that they used to be training partners, so they're gonna probably know a little bit of their habits. I mean, the other person, and it. I mean, that training in the gym and then fighting like actually in the actual cage. Like, I mean, two different things, right? I mean, there was a story where Tim Sylvia, when he was gonna fight Randy Couture, where Tim was saying, he's like, hey, like in training, like I really didn't go that hard on Randy Couture because I respected him so much. He was my training partner, this and that, and then come to find out that Randy wasn't really going that hard with him either. And then he Sylvia leveled up his game, but then Randy leveled up even more, and it was just like, oh yeah, I was just playing with you.
We're not.
So
we're play fighting.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it'll be interesting, man. I mean. To see how that kind of plays out, because from what it sounds like Covington was getting the better of him, and I think that's just again from the straight wrestling aspect that he has from the Pacific Northwest, and then going to Florida and doing those things, and just being able to dominate a young scrapper who is Masvidal, but I mean Masvidal has good wrestling, good takedown defense, but he's a little more raw when it comes to the striking. So, so we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that plays out.
No, I mean, it is gonna happen tomorrow. I haven't even looked at the card, man. I'm not gonna lie. I tried looking it up the other day, and I got distracted by something. I don't know what the hell happened, dude. But it's just my attention span has been pretty weak.
You're getting up there in age, man.
Yeah, bro, that too, man. I mean, don't remind me, man, because please remind me, because I'll keep forgetting. But I've been work. I mean, the same thing with you, man. I know you started. You're still in the same company, but you started a new job.
New job title, the description, man.
And so you've been doing it overnight, man. Actually, you've been working overnight. So that's
Not a fan.
No, not at all. You see, I hate for me, sleep's always been. I've always been deprived, but still, man, I still wouldn't work overnight. I'd rather be at home laying there, not being able to go to sleep than, it's just crazy because a lot of it, and it's true, man. I mean, it's been proven with science that, I mean, it does alter your body, like your organs. It screws up a lot of people, man, and some people just can't hack it. I know I couldn't. I tried it, and it just wasn't for me, man. But work's been good. I've been staying busy. Been doing a lot of video interviews, man. I got 2 more coming up this weekend. Man. And looking forward to it, man. I mean, I've been having fun with them. A lot of people don't want to give me their number. I'm like, what's up, dude? Let me call you.
It's probably the text messaging afterwards, man.
I know.
It's kind of like, hey, man, hey, we're done, like, interviewing. Stop.
Hey, spot me a 20. Sending my cash out. Spot me a 20, man. No, but the people have been jumping on, dude, by all means. I appreciate it. And there's more coming, It's just, it's been scheduling still. It's a conflict, man. It's just people are training, people are working. And it's just still hard even then to get people on this, but we're trying.
Yeah, man. For myself, man. Look, I'm trying to record just whenever I have little spots here and there. Usually in the parking lot. Just kind of just, hey, oh shoot, let me pull over. Let me talk about this real quick before I get to my destination or whatever the case may be. But man, I mean, just having trying to be more consistent on pushing some other things out. So, pretty good, man. I talked about making weight.
Oh, yes.
That was an interesting topic for me just because, I've seen it, not just recently, but just, even back in the day, everybody will come in and, like I said, everybody's looking for that advantage, but it's just like, dude, I would love to see these guys just fight at the regular weight. So it's
same day weigh-ins, man.
Same day weigh-ins, man.
Make it happen.
And then on top of that, man, just having fighters understand, like, what's a realistic weight I could get down to. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not just trying to say, oh, man, if I'm 6'2", I can probably get down to 145. And I'm like, what, dude, you already had, like, if you had, like, 10% body fat or 7 or whatever the case, you're probably not going to get down to 145, man. Yeah. So, like I said, it's just, fighters just have to have a realistic, goal of like, hey, this is the weight I can make and still be
healthy,
still be okay.
Healthy because man, you do that too much, bro. Still,
Yeah.
But of course, everybody wants that advantage, man. It's just, it just sucks when weigh-ins comes and fights don't happen and then people, they get scrapped, dude. And I was thinking about this the other day also, man, because of COVID, for example, man. Like people were kind of like delayed by a year, literally. Nothing happened for a year. People had to wait a year. For a lot of fighters, a lot of people that I was talking to, they were like, man, I'm just going to go pro. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to wait. I'm getting older. And so people make moves. And some it worked out for them, some didn't, but it's just, it goes to show, man. When you don't fight, you're setting up for a fight for 2 months and it doesn't happen. Okay, now what? Now you wait another 2 months? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it delays your opportunities, man, because it literally can cost you one fight where that person that might see you and say like, damn, you know what? Let's pick this guy up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happened with Fury. It happens, with the UFC. It does happen. But yeah, same day weigh-ins, man. Of course. It's just I know when it comes to coaches, man. I guess were you when you had your fighters or when you were helping with the fighters? Were you that coach that was like, hey, fatty, you making weight? Check on them.
If I knew my fighter was kind of like lazy or kind of like I would, hey, where you at? Like what?
I saw you at Burger King, dog. What's up?
Like you know what I mean? Like, hey, what'd you eat today? But yeah, and there are some people that I had to kind of really like watch and control a little bit more than others, and then of course, it was always for me is like when the guys even wanted to start fighting, it was like, hey, hey coach, like what weight do you think I can drop down to? I'm like, well, how much you weigh right now? And if it's going to be your first fight, man, just do 10 pounds less. You know what I'm saying? You might still be the smaller fighter at the end on fight night. I was like, but at least you can make that weight. And hell, man, depending on training and everything else. Because for me, in the amateur ranks, I would like to make the weight cuts as easy as possible, right? If maybe the week of the fight, you're only having to cut like 2 pounds, 3 pounds, I'm completely cool with that, because I'm also thinking about outside distractions. I'm thinking about their work schedule. Are they
it's a lot.
Are they married? They got kids. Yeah, all those different things. So I don't want to have them trying to cut 10, 12 pounds, and then they still have to run a regular life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, as an amateur man, me personally, you shouldn't be cutting that much weight, unless you have it kind of worked out and planned already. But a lot of guys, I mean, as we're noticing, I mean, they come in and they're not as disciplined with maintaining a schedule and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, for me, man, I was a coach. Like, hey, man, how much you weighing today? But other guys, I mean, it was never an issue. And I just tell them, man, I'm like, if you can't make weight, let us know ahead of time so that way we can start talking to promoters and let them know, hey, man, we can't make, like, this is what's going on. Just kind of be transparent a little bit.
And at the gym, like, say they're training for a fight, would you guys kind of like, hey, get into skill, man?
Yeah.
Like, let's see. Okay.
And that was more like earnest, like, hey, where you at?
Yeah. That's good though, man. Can you kind of keep the fighter on his toes? Like, okay, yeah, they're gonna check. Like,
because I mean, we know they know we were gonna check, and that was the thing about it. And I think with other fighters, they might not have that accountability a little bit, or I don't know. I mean, maybe the coaches do know, and they just don't want to say nothing. They're just kind of hoping, through some miracle. Hey,
he just walks in.
Okay, he'll make it, and so. But that was a cool thing, man. Actually, I had Fatima. She was really good with her diet and weight plan and stuff like that, and then she would actually help out a lot of the other fighters. So it really did help out quite a bit.
She does her own meals, right?
She does do her own meals, man.
Yeah,
I think
so that probably helped.
She was doing it.
She knew what to eat, man.
Yeah, she did her own meals, and then on top of that, I think even for a minute, she was like, she would prep for other fighters as well. So
nice.
It was like, hey, man, just give me the food or give me the money, and I'll get the food. And
no, bro. I mean, I wish I had somebody like that right now. I'd be like, it would be like $5, but make it work, man.
Hey, but put two tacos, a Modelo, and
cut that taco in half, make it happen. But yeah, bro. I mean, because that's something, and even the guy from Lion Fit Meals, he was here, and we were talking about as far as meal sizes, as far as like,
the portions,
man, because it's like for me, like growing up, dude. I mean, the whole way, eat your whole plate and then take a big old fucking plate. You're thinking, okay, and we were just programmed differently, but you definitely gotta watch what you eat, man. I know I do, but we'll get to that later.
Well, you watch what you eat. Just gotta,
I'll start closing my eyes, then I'll start watching. But yeah, man. But yeah, the fighters, of course, the weigh-ins. It sucks. I mean, we talked about what can you do. I mean, can you like bar a fighter from missing 1 pound? I mean, you talked about it, man. Can you bar a fighter from? I know Dana White's done that with a Brazilian guy. I forgot his name, but I told him like, hey, you're not doing 185 anymore, 205. Because he was just fucking came in heavy. Was
it Costa?
Costa, there you go, man.
Yeah, I'll say it was him, man. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I know guys like they want the big advantage of being the biggest guy in the smallest division, but then to one of the points that I was saying was it's like, okay, well then are you really a 135er? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said if I'm thinking 135er, I would if I could ask you every single day of the week, well, how much do you weigh? Oh, I weigh 135. Okay, you're a 135er. It's not, hell,
180. You're like,
you know what I mean.
Let me ask you this though, man, because I think we've talked about this before, and we've made fun of it to an extent. When it comes to, like, if I'm a 170 pounder, and I walk around at welterweight, mentally, am I like, okay, I'm the best 170 pounder. I'm the best. Like, I'm literally zoned into where I'm like, okay, I honestly think I am the best at 170. I'll go out, go to a club, I pick a fight with somebody at 200 pounds, and I get my ass whooped. I mean, am I thinking, okay, well, he wasn't 170, so it doesn't count. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, do I like, do you think people mentally shut themselves down when they think that, man? I mean, instead of being like, hey, I'm a good fighter.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'd have to talk to more and more fighters about that. But I mean, it's just like I can see that. I mean, because fighters in general. I mean, typically we're selfish. We're
yes, you are, man.
We're egotistical and stuff like that. So I mean, if we're pretty much set into a mindset, hey, I'm the best, at this weight class and this and that, and then you go out and you have these practices or out in the club and it's like, oh, I got my ass kicked, I got dropped with a punch or whatever at a club or something. Well, yeah, but the guy was this big, and I'm like, no. You don't get to you don't get to say that.
You train professionally, man. Yeah. Like, but it does happen though, where fighters they're in the news. They get beat up, and they're thinking like, my first reaction is like, how the fuck they get beat up when they're, you know what I mean? But it does happen, bro, and it's just maybe alcohol has something to do with it, but it's just like, yeah, man, I just think they kind of, as a fighter, maybe they're just so mentally like shut down to where they're like, okay, I can't fight anybody else over 135, 175. But when I start bringing them in, man, we'll start asking them, dude, because I definitely want to know, man, because if I'm training and I guess that's just me, bro, maybe, because if I'm training and I'm just active and I'm thinking, okay, I'm not gonna, I don't weigh myself, bro, I'm not gonna go out there and be like, okay, well, if I start a fight, I'll make sure I fucking pick somebody my size or
everybody, 200 over here, 200 pounds plus.
Looking the other way. Yeah. But
well, and that was the other thing too. And so this is something that I've come across to a lot, and I don't know if you have, but we both trained, and we both kind of still we understand some of the skill sets there, right? I mean, every now and again, I'm still hitting the bag, I'm just, and it's a lot more just for just a movement in general. But do you ever get guys that have never trained? And there's like, so you used to train? Oh man, now I can probably take you. I can probably do this. And I'm just like in my head, I'm just like, man, you've never been inside of a gym. Like you've never, like you don't know what it feels like to be inside control. You don't know what it feels like to be there. And granted that in an actual street fight, and when fists are flying, like anything can happen, right? And my whole thought process on it is just like, well, dude, like, you're not going to have the reactions that you think you might have, right? Like you have to like you know what I'm saying? Like you have to understand that even though it's been a couple of years like that I've actually like formally trained, like I'm probably still gonna whoop your ass.
Chances are,
you know what I'm saying? But but do you ever get that as well? Like to where guys are just like, they kind of like look you up and down. They're like, oh nah. Like,
honestly, man, and I used to get this a lot, bro. Maybe but people would always kind of like, oh man, like they would ask me if I fought, and I was like, well, I used to train, I've competed to an extent as far as but I was like, nah, man, I don't, I fight traffic, that's that's always gonna be my response, I just fight traffic, man. But yeah, now I'm kind of upset, man, because nobody's asked me that for a while. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah. I'm just pointing out now that you're not a threat anymore.
I know. They're seeing it. They're like, that's. They're
like, that's Maury.
I'm not gonna beat up this poor old man. No, but yeah, man. But before, people would always and my character, even with people, they're like, oh man, you always look upset, or you always look, and I'm like, I just, I just shut down when it comes to me being out there, man. But yeah, man, it's just, I mean, when I was training and I was out there and I was getting in, backyard scraps, that we used to do or whatever, man, it was, I used to compete against boxers, and guys would be like, oh man, this guy's a boxer, bro, and I'm like, all right, I'm already thinking double leg, and sure enough, man, which is freaking, but, it's just, when it came to actually, people would like, that didn't train, and they're like, oh man, well, show me something, and I'm thinking, dude, like, gotta slam you on your head first, then we'll see what happens, but it just, it was just one of those things for me. It was awkward because I'm like, okay, you want me to show you what, dude? Like, can you get on the floor? Give me your arm.
And like I said, I don't know. I guess because I trained at a younger age, right, like 18 or so. So like, and then immediately my first like day of practice, I'm getting my ass kicked by Shane and KW and these other guys, and so like the reality of where I stood when like I knew it right away. I was like, damn it, I thought I was tough. Okay, all right, cool. And I was like, I guess I'm not, but
you're not in my weight class.
Yeah, exactly. That too, man. But it's like in different places where other guys again never trained or anything like that, or never been in those things, and they're just like, man, I could probably take it. And I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I guess you probably could, man. That's cool, man. I'll see you later.
Yeah, we'll go watch TV.
Yeah,
I don't need this
so. But it's always funny, or at least amusing to me, right? And just kind of just to still, or just to hear that. So I don't know if you ever got that.
No, thank you, Aaron. I'm gonna go eat a donut after this, man. I'm gonna go eat my feelings.
Yeah, hey, sorry about that, dude. Like I said,
no, man. I mean, it's been a while, honestly, man. It's just, but I haven't been around anything like that. I mean, I usually deliver to old folks' homes, and I'll take those fuckers.
You should. Maybe,
maybe.
You should piece him up, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, I can take this old guy. I'm just saying that, but I seen the movement. I don't know, bro.
Their hip goes out, your hip goes out.
we'll call it a handicap match.
Yeah,
literally. I'll be limping. But yeah, man. I mean, but you know, it's just. I mean, even here, you know, I mean, I know David's up forever telling me to come train, and it's just, you know, a lot of it does have to do with ego. A lot of it has to do with, you know, me not just wanting to show up and get tired of like the first 5 seconds, you know. Yeah, like
doing
I get winded just going up the stairs in here, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, man.
And there's like for the guys that don't know, there's like 5 stairs.
Yeah,
right. And so it's a weekly struggle.
You see, and for you guys at 160, 170, you guys don't know, man. I'm pulling like 200 pounds, bro. Come on, man. You guys got it made. But you know what, man? I mean, you know, it's for me, it's still an option as far as training. I mean, you say you still train yourself. I mean, as far as at home.
Yeah.
You see, and I mean, I don't even do that, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that for a minute, and it came to the point to where I just, you know, got home tired, and I was like, man, screw this. Yeah. You know, I got a podcast, I don't need to work out.
So it's
pretty bad.
I got other things to do.
Yeah.
But and you know, and that's and I don't know, man. I mean, I always enjoy, you know, my little time to kind of hit the bag and everything like that. It still feels good, and I'm like, man, I'm going from there. But I mean, yeah, there's definitely a drop off to what my bag work used to be to what it is now. So I mean, you know, and again,
I hit you back. You're like,
I was like, hey, I have to call my sons. Hey, come hold this guy. Yeah. You know, but
call the wife. Hey, I'm hurt.
Hey, I'm in the backyard. Can you please pick me up, please? Yeah.
Man, I'm getting there, bro. But yeah, man. But as far as let me ask you this, okay? Cause how old are you right now?
I am, I'm going to be 37. I'm 36 right now.
See, you say that like that's a bad thing, bro. You see, now I'm going to eat 2 donuts after this, bro. I'm like, No, but the reason I'm asking is because even now, you got fighters that are coming back out of retirement. Yeah. They're 38, 39. Mm-hmm. I mean, right now, can you say, like, you know what, maybe I have one more fight left?
Man, I mean, I always got a fight left. You know, it's just when's it going to take place? I mean, hell, it could be, you know, Walmart, it could be, you know, wherever. But the
line at the SSI, you know, Social Security.
The thing about it is that, because I've been asked that as well, man, is that I don't have a desire to fight. Like there's not a. You know, when I see other guys, you know, going, there might be like a little spark, like, hey, you know, yeah, I could probably do that, yeah. But there's not like a, you know, my relationship with fighting was real personal, and once that relationship got kind of like altered a little bit, and it just wasn't the same, or you know, the way the whole thing kind of played out for me, I really did try to separate myself from fighting. Yeah, it just wasn't there to compete. It just wasn't there to, you know, like, okay, I'm getting older. I got kids. I got all these other different things. I don't have time to play. Yeah. You know, if that makes any sense. But, you know, and then on top of that, man, I don't know. I'd be scared to see where I would fall. You know, as far as like because the skill set of these guys that are coming up are just crazy. So
well, let me say this. I mean, say it's somebody your age. Say somebody that maybe they were off for a few years and you were like. Okay, well, he hasn't trained that much in a while either. Like,
where's James at, man? Where's home?
I wasn't even gonna go there, bro. Man.
No, I'm just kidding. Run it. You know, I mean, maybe something like that. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably be more. I'd entertain it.
Because I have Eric Garcia on the line.
Eric,
we got a contract. Let's go.
Is he gonna set me up?
We'll put you on the main card for UFC.
Put me on the main card for the amateurs.
There you go. Man. Start over. It's been so many years. You can probably start amateur.
I kind of you know what? I went by Aaron this time. I'll go by James.
There you go.
Know, so that's
done. But yeah, bro. I mean, you know, and that's one of the things. Even now, I mean, of course, you know, with work, with life, with kids. I mean, kids, you still got young ones at the house?
I have a young one, man. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I don't even want to. He's a completely different episode, man. I'll probably.
we'll run that one later.
Yeah, today, he's something else. But yeah.
And the reason I was asking is because, like, with me, my kids are older, so now it's less me having to actually watch them and take care of them. I mean, now they're like they can feed themselves, right?
Yeah.
But with you, yeah, not so much. You still gotta.
I'm
hungry. You're like. Me too. Go come on.
Yeah. You know, I'm asking my 13-year-old, hey man, can you drive yet? Like, come on, dude. Like, I need you to. Yeah, I need you to be able to be productive for the house, man.
You gotta contribute, buddy. Come on. Can't walk to the store every day.
You know, shoot, man. I played like 7 minutes worth of Minecraft yesterday with the with my baby.
I've never played that game.
Yesterday's my first day.
I'll probably get epilepsy or something. Yeah. Start twitching. I mean, those things, because that's one of those digital like freaking.
Man, I couldn't even tell you. Like
it's my balance, bro.
Yeah, dude. And right now I got a comment. Yeah, we got a comment saying Micah's listening. So hey, buddy, sorry about that. I'm putting you on blast.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, he was. He's like, hey, Dad, Fortnite. And I'm like, no, dude, like, leave me alone. Like, here.
Let me do my thing.
Yeah, I know it's like 8 in the morning, but I need to drink a beer already. Like,
there you go. It's 8 o'clock somewhere, man.
Yeah,
5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere. Well, remember, I'm overnight, man, so now everything's kind of reversed. Yeah. So,
man, you see, and talking about overnight, I had a buddy of mine, and he used to actually train with Mike Rangel at one point, and we started doing that garage training things we talked about. And so he was one of those guys who used to work overnight, and I remember he would call me like at 7:30 in the morning. Hey, man, where you at? I'm like, oh, dude, getting ready to go to work. And he's like, hey, man, let's go get a beer. And I'm like, dude, it's freaking 7:30 in the morning, bro. He's like, no, we go to this bar. And that was like the first time that I knew about it, that people that work overnight have a spot to go drink before they go home.
Where's that at?
It's over here in the corner. Yeah, but it was just, but they do that. Okay. Like, I mean, there's bars, and I'll put this on there, but I don't know yet what's one of them, right there on Babcock. But it's open. They open at 9 in the morning, and when I was a mailman, like I used to deliver mail, and I never delivered the mail because I'm like, well, shit, fucking 10:30 in the morning, right? And I would never see cars, so I was just like, I see one car, whatever. But like 2-3 days passed, and the station manager's like, hey man, keep calling. You haven't been delivering their mail, and I'm like, dude, well, it's closed. There's no mailbox, no slot, and they're like, no, it's open. So I'm like, okay. So that same day I went, and I'm like, I opened the door, and bro, boom, fucking music, fucking people drinking, and I'm thinking like, holy shit. I was like, dude, what the hell? So I walk up to the bartender, she's out here yelling, singing, having a blast, and I was like, I woke up to her, and I said, yeah, I got your mail. I said, and I didn't know you guys open. Oh yeah, we open at 7 o'clock, sweetie. And I was like, what the world, dude? Like,
yeah, dude.
But it's like the whole overnight people life, man. But that one guy, Oscar was his name, man. And but yeah, he had told me about that, and I never went to go drink with him that early because I was just like, dude, I gotta go to work, bro. I'm still drunk from yesterday, by the way. But still, man, it was just like it was mind blowing. But I guess people gotta live, man.
You gotta live, man. I mean, that's I have a newfound respect for the overnight workers, man. What they do is really incredible, man. So, and then I'm gonna have to find that bar, man. Yeah, cause one of the things that I like to do, or I used to like to do, was I'd come home and I had a little glass of whiskey or something like that, and I'm just like, man, is that acceptable to do like at 6 o'clock in the morning? Like, if I'm getting, what I'm saying, like, and if it is, I mean, if it isn't, I'm not gonna tell anybody, but if it is, hey, man, where are they at?
No, right, I mean, bro. I mean. And there's a few out there, man. Like, I see them now. Every time I go to a bar and it's that early, I'm like, yeah, they're out there drinking, living it up. And I'm here time to go to work and it's bad, bro. But yeah, man. But I mean, back to it, man. Who was it? Sam Hogar's in town. He's actually here at the hookah. Never got back to me. I actually invited the guy over here this morning, by the way. So if he shows up, you gotta walk. I gotta walk outside, bro.
Yeah, I'll get him, dude. You know what? I think I can take him. I think I can.
Dude, that would be a good matchup.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Eric Garcia, let me tell you, versus the Alaskan Assassin. But man, but I hit him up this week. He didn't respond. I was hoping, it's just, people are busy. People are doing stuff. I know he was in San Marcos yesterday. I think I saw his post. Okay. But he was out there doing karaoke, singing. So living life.
Is it one of the early morning bars or?
Probably. Maybe. Probably. I gotta ask him. You work overnight, buddy? What's going on? But he's gonna be at the Almeca
Alchemy
Lounge.
Alchemy,
bro. Alchemy. And I was trying to watch video on it because I was like, how the heck do you pronounce that, man? I had no idea.
Yeah. Well, shoot. Let me see. My niece, she used to watch some show, and it had that word, right?
But what does it mean?
Alchemy. I couldn't even tell you, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm the wrong guy. I was gonna
say, educate me, man.
Yeah. No. Hey, I barely out of high school, so don't. Yeah. No. I'm not gonna teach anybody anything at this point. That's why I went to fighting.
Yeah. No. That's why I punch people, man. I don't do that. But but I saw that, but he's gonna be out there this weekend for the fight tomorrow. Of course, they're gonna be doing the fight watch party thingamabobber. But are you gonna watch the fights tomorrow?
I am, dude. I am.
Leave the window open, man. I'll be outside.
I'll send you the address and be like, hey, Spider, what's going on? But
I'll go live. I'll be outside in the car.
Yeah, dude, you know what? Dude, I'll see if I can try to get banned, man. I'll try to like just record it
Just
or whatever.
record it.
Yeah, it's as long as you don't show the ending, right, or something like that.
I think so, man.
So
it can be
I mean,
clips. So
yeah,
why
I got.
not?
Don't worry, man. I got you, man. And
There you go. If not, I'll tell Jacob to hook it up and put it out here, man. I'll come out here and watch tomorrow night.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it. I'm excited for it, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and look at all the press conferences, man, and see how those kind of things kind of played out, because I think the trash talking is gonna be top notch, and you know, I'm really not a fan of, you know, them talking about like the families and,
bro.
and the kids,
tagging everybody around.
you know. Now the thing that I will say though is that as long as Covington stands behind it, right, and he's just like, you know, because I know he's talked about Dustin's like his wife and his kids or whatever, and this and that.
That's
Greg is watching, man. He says alchemy it means gold.
Gold.
So, you know, the more you know. Greg, appreciate that.
Yeah. Bro.
You know, but yeah, I mean, he's talked about Dustin's, you know, wife and his kids and everything like that. So I'm just like, you know, like I'm fine with you talking mess like that. Like it's cool. Like it's whatever, right? That's your thing. But don't go back on it. You know, don't try to apologize or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Once
you know what I'm saying?
Go
Like
that far,
like
that's
once
it,
you
bro.
once you go that far, that's where it needs to, you know, go from there. But should be an interesting match, man. Like I said, I think Covington takes him, and I think he actually finishes him, man. I think
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised. And then on top of that, then I think, you know, if he does end up fighting Dustin afterwards, I think he takes out Dustin too, man. I don't see
170.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I think even Dustin, you know, has kind of even talked a little bit about retiring as well. So.
You see, but and that's the thing too, man. Because I mean, I know Dustin at one point we had talked about him after that fight that he had, and it's like, where does he go from here? I mean, to move to 170, I wouldn't put him in the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me. But it's just like, okay, is he gonna fight 3 people out of the top 15 and then fight? You know what I mean? Like,
and
I don't think he has that many fights left, man.
Yeah, and I don't think so. And I think he's trying to make himself one of those guys that, like, is in the spot where, you know, if he fights on a card that he's a big draw. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I don't think he has that draw that he thinks he might have.
Yeah.
You know, like if you see Nick or Nate Diaz on a card, like, so people are gonna watch. You know,
even watch him lose, man. People are still gonna watch.
Yeah,
so it's like,
you know, and even when he did lose to Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the whole. Leon Edwards won the fight, and everybody was just talking about that 15 seconds where Nate Diaz slapped him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and
that star power.
That star power, and I don't think Dustin has that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he can carry a card the way he thinks he can get a big round of applause and different things like that.
Maybe a fight night, maybe one of those fight nights, or
I just, you know what I'm saying, like
pay-per-view status.
He's not a Diaz. He's not a Masvidal. He's also not a McGregor, because I know even with McGregor being out, the first fight he's gonna have when he comes, no matter who it is, people are gonna watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because of press conferences and the trash talking and all the different things, and the fact that he has. Shoot, let me see. He hasn't won a fight in, was it 5-6 years or whatever?
Wow, bro.
And people are still calling him out, and people are still wanting to fight McGregor. Yeah. Like, that's the crazy thing.
Oh yeah, because I mean, they know if they get a win, at least they'll get that notch and they'll look a little bit better. Man, on the card, and I had to actually look this up because Kevin Holland, of course, he's going to be fighting. Oliveira, a cowboy from Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Barbosa is taking on Bryce Mitchell. That one's actually pretty good, and I'm looking forward to that one. Bryce Mitchell, by the way, got his camel shorts. He had posted it the other day, and he was happy because Reebok wouldn't do it, but Venom, they stepped up and got him his camel, so that's cool. Dos Anjos fighting Moicano. Was that the guy that stepped in?
Yeah. He stepped in short notice, and then Moicano. He was the one that beat Hernandez, wasn't he? So yeah, that'll be a good fight, man. And I'll pick Moicano.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean,
Dos
Anjos, I'm a fan. Like, it's Brazilian too, but he's one of those, like, he's been weathered, he's been battered, he's been, But I mean, the guy's still a good fighter, but we'll see, man. But that's going to be some of the fights on that card.
Who else we got?
Man, I said that's it, bro. No, well, I mean, because I'm actually looking for the fight poster, and I see fighters posting. I mean,
it wasn't on the Tapology.
Damn, well, you guys call me out, man.
I'm just saying, man.
I was actually looking for the fight poster itself, only because I kind of figured the main card we're going to be on there.
Okay.
Yeah, but as far as the topology, man, I'll look it up right now. But let me ask you, bro, as far as going on, man, I mean, with the fights, Texas Cash Wrestling happened in Corpus a few weeks back, and they actually had one of their fighters picked up by Bellator, man. He was actually a Bellator veteran, but after that event, they kind of got a little shout out, posting as far as like him competing at that, in that promotion. So that was pretty cool, man. I'm happy for them because, I think I posted on there like, oh man, feeder company, but you never know. I mean, in a sense they are, bro, because people are watching these guys out being active, and they're like, hey, well, this guy just competed like in grappling, but you know what? Let's see if he's ready to fight.
Yeah, he competed. He made weight. He he didn't take as much damage as he would in a cage fight. So I mean, yeah, that's actually pretty neat.
So I mean that happened, man, and I think he was a title holder too, man. He actually won a belt that night. So hopefully it happens. I mean, we had talked about one of the things we talked about before was also fighters staying busy. Mm-hmm. For them to keep out there, whether it's a seminar, an appearance, no TMZ, but everything else works. Because promoters are out there looking, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, I keep getting hit by matchmakers, bro, and it's crazy because now it's like a lot of people are signed, so I don't refer other people that are signed with other promotions, but it's just like it's happening. People are falling out last week of 155ers, 145ers, man. If you're listening, man, stay ready because these people are paying too, bro. I mean, I'm not, it's no chump change, so it's good money. It's just if you're a fighter and you want to fight, then stay ready and let's go.
Well, man. Even was it Van Vo? I know he was doing.
That's right.
He was doing his B2 series or whatever, and then he's like, I guess he's doing the promotion like he's running it. And then he gets a message like, "Hey,
I saw that, man,
for your fight in Florida." So, like I said, I mean, we talk about, we talk about the work industry right now. Everybody's kind of being affected by it. Yeah. But I mean, it seems like even the fight cards, man, going all across the nation are feeling it too.
Bro, and shout out to Van Vo and Warren Stewart, man. The guys are being roadies. They're out there on the road with the B2 fighting series, so that's pretty cool.
In Mississippi, right?
They're all over. I know this weekend, I think they're in Kansas. I know they were in Mobile, Alabama, Kentucky. I mean, they're hitting the whole Midwest, bro. So
damn, that's crazy.
Fun times. I wish I could go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely, man. I'm not sure if I'd go to Mississippi. I'd go probably Kentucky. I'd try it out. Why not? I've
been to Kentucky Fried Chicken. I haven't gone that far, man. But man, I got that card on topology, like you requested. I thank you for making me work.
Just calling you out, man. That's it. But I'm seeing a lot of Russians on. I mean, not a lot of Russians, but it just seems like we got the Russian takeover now, man.
I heard. Who's that one guy that was fighting Khabib for Ferguson?
Tony, or the one that always tried to but never did.
Yeah. Because I heard he joined the Ukraine army just so he can fight Khabib, man.
Is that what that is, man?
I saw that, dude. I was like, dude, I was cracking up, man. That was a good one. I'll give him that much, bro.
God,
but yeah, there's a lot of Russians, bro. I mean, Dustin Jacoby's going to be opening up the bout at 205. That's going to be a prelims against Mikhail Olestyuk. You see, I can't even pronounce that name. But he's on there. I mean, that's going to be the opening bout for UFC 272. Prelims, I'm not sure if it's going to be on the UFC Fight Pass. I kind of hope so, man, because I want to watch. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I mean, the card is stacked. I mean, the main event, of course, the main card's going to be freaking dope as hell. But, let me see who else.
They showed Greg Hardy on it, too.
Yeah, Greg Hardy. He was actually, they interviewed him for the press conference. Mm-hmm. They were asking him a few questions, man. I mean, he's fighting Sergey Spivak. At 265 pounds, bro.
That's a lot of man.
You see, but one of the things that John Noriega, man, if he's listening, man, I told him, he keeps asking me what to write about, and I told him one of the ones was whether or not they should have a super heavyweight division in the UFC. Mm. I mean, a lot of these guys, even at like Greg Hardy, man, I mean, he would walk around at what, 280, 300 easy?
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
So, I mean, would he fight like just what we discussed, man, as far as people, fighters cutting weight to a smaller. I mean, that's not that much smaller, but still, it's just, I mean, can he carry that weight at 280, 300? Yeah, because that's the way he's going to weigh in fight day, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, what do you think, man? Super heavyweight division in the UFC, man.
Would the talent be there? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, and I think
Where's Tim Silva at, man?
the issue that I have with bigger fighters and heavier fighters is the fact that a lot of times I don't think the skill set is there.
For the most part, probably not, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got like Hunt would be one of them.
Hunt
You
would
got
be one, yeah.
I mean, Brock Lesnar. So you gonna throw him in there? You know, why not? But I mean, he'd be a super heavy. I mean, these guys.
Okay. Now he has really solid wrestling, right? But
Right.
I mean, you know, but you look at his strike and you look at, I mean, just how awkward and bulky he was, and who's the other guy? Was it like Bob Sapp? I mean, who was just, you know, anything he throws is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it's not necessarily technical. It's not it. And I guess for like the casual fan, I mean, maybe they'll want to see that because you're gonna get more knockouts. You're gonna get
Fine,
more.
we'll send it to the Russians, man. Don't do anything, man. Don't run it.
You know what I mean? But it's like I think when you have guys that actually want to see like real legit fighting, I mean, you're having that little like good melting pot of, you know, that 145 to about 180 or so, 185, and I think it's also expanding to your 205ers and stuff like that. But I mean, you know, your more exciting fights, your top are 145, 55, and 70.
Oh yeah, no,
you
yeah,
know?
Definitely.
And
What was that word earlier? You said that lounge.
Alchemy.
Alchemy. That'd be the alchemy of weight division. I'm gonna start using that now.
Yeah,
It's
you just
part of my
it's
vocabulary.
you know, and Greg, you know, he should give us like a word of the day or something like that.
There you go,
Just
man.
kinda-
Throw it in there, bro. Let's make sure I can pronounce it, because if not, then it's gonna get ugly. But yeah, man. I mean, the fights, of course. You know, the 272. We've got just coming up in general, man. I mean, of course, Eagle FC is coming up. Khabib's.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's gonna be the Nightmare Sanchez taking on Kevin Lee.
With Kevin Lee,
And
I believe so.
that's gonna be it's gonna be a nightmare, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna work out for Diego, man, but you know.
We went from hearing so much about Diego because of him and his coach.
Oh yeah.
To like hearing nothing at all. So I have no idea how he's training. I have no idea how he's doing things.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's my worry about him, because I mean, even in his younger career, like when he was first coming out with Ultimate Fighter, who he was on the Ultimate Fighter with Sam Hogar and these other guys, like he wasn't the sharpest guy. You know, he wasn't the sharpest tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like it might have just, you know, continued on or whatever. They always kind of just strange and kind of out there, kind of awkward. And then, so if he's not training with, and to somebody help me out there, but if he's not training with that one dude who was weird or whatever, and then if he's not at Jackson Wink, or if he's like, I don't know where he's training, so I don't know what he's doing.
That's a good question. Where is he training at?
Yeah, like I said, I have no idea. I'll probably have to look into it, but then on top of that, you got the flip side. You have with Kevin Lee, and so I'm sure he still has his training camp. He's still doing his thing. But I mean, I think he might maul, you know, Diego Sanchez.
I would think he'd probably be the faster of the two. I mean, I would think. I mean, at this point, you know, Diego's been through freaking war and back, so I don't know. It's just I don't know how beat up he is. You know, but
I just hope Kevin Lee doesn't try to talk smack, because he's not good at it.
He's gonna be well, you too. All right, that's
It's
enough.
like, yeah.
We'll take it.
You know, he'll wear his cheetah print, you know, stuff,
Oh,
and his sunglasses, and try to, you know, mimic.
He's got to wear one
Connor.
of those little fur coats, you know. At least that'll be loud.
So you know, I mean, I don't know, man. I think with Eagle FC, you know, doing a bout. I hope the other fights are good, but I mean, when you have, are they in the main event, Kevin Lee and Diego Sanchez?
Yes, sir.
If that's your main event, okay, all right.
It's like Bellator status.
Man, you know, a Fury card's gonna murder that card. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I don't know. I hope it goes well, because you know, Khabib's talking all this stuff about, you know, how they're gonna be the better promotion, and they're
location.
Yeah, so, you know, these guys are gonna do it, and I'm sure, you know, they are. I would hope to expect a lot of Russian, you know, fighters coming over, and these guys from
not to take over guys, but
not to take
fight,
over, but just to hang out and fight. And
I wonder how that's working, man. I mean, because they're at war. Right now, Ukraine, they're freaking getting attacked, and I mean, is there a visa? Like, did they kind of like stop that? I mean,
I have no idea.
Our POTUS was talking the other day. I didn't hear it, so I don't know exactly what he said, but you know, all I heard was 4 more years, and I was like, nah, dog.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Go,
Well,
buddy.
can we talk politics? Politics?
Why
I mean,
not, man?
I don't know.
Why not? Sure.
Like how many more episodes do you want to do? That'll kind of determine this, right? But yeah, there's definitely an opinion on that. But you have I know in that soccer, what was it? It was a qualifier. What was it? Poland. They refused to play the Russian team because everything that's going on, and I see that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool point to make, and at least a statement on that. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that part as far as the fighters that are coming over.
Well, you see, and the reason I bring that up is because there isn't actually an international event, and I forgot to say the info, but they have like a team. It just ironically, it was supposed to be Team Ukraine versus Team Russia. And so that got scrapped, and now they're doing like Team Mexico versus Team South Asia or something. But it's just, and I was like, oh damn, like, and it just kind of got me thinking, like, I wonder if other fighters are being affected, like if they're like, hey, you can't come,
Yeah,
I mean,
and the whole thing, right? I mean, it's a crazy situation. I mean, there's so many news, information that's coming out from both sides or whatever. But was it the Klitschko brothers? Yeah. Right, them getting back into it, and you see a lot of people kind of standing up. So I mean, it's pretty neat. It sucks that it's even having to come to this, and then that whole situation. But definitely, something to kind of keep your eyes on, moving forward. But and how it affects the world and the sports and everything like that worldwide, man. So
yeah,
definitely hoping for the best on that situation.
You see, and I mean, of course, did you fill up this morning?
Getting back into the what?
Were you able to fill up this morning for gas?
I'm gonna have to do some gas
on the way out. Well, I filled up on the way over here, man, and let's just say I didn't fill up. I just put I put like $35, and I was like, damn, the needle didn't even budge, bro. But
put $20 and sign of the cross, and just kind of hope I make it, dude. But yeah, dude, man, what are we at now? 3 something a gallon?
It was $3.49 when I pulled up this morning, man. You see, and I mean, I drive around a lot, and I can't say I really look at how much gas. I know how many gallons are in there when it comes to like when I put gas in there, but I don't really think about how much it is. But now, yeah, I'm kind of like, oh shit, like, because everything else is going up.
Yeah.
I went bought groceries the other day. And I didn't pick up a lot of stuff, bro. I picked up a few items, and it was like $38 and change. And I'm like, God damn, like, what, you put gas in there or what? But it was just, I mean, I was just like, man, yeah, it's happening, man. I mean, everything has been going up. It is going up. And, I just hope it's for the, works out, dude, because, we can't live like this, bro. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, hopefully that whole thing, I don't know what's going to happen, man. I hope nothing bad happens, but, it's affecting everybody.
Oh, yeah, yeah. When it comes to voting, man, make sure, go out there and vote because, we definitely need some change.
Hey, should we post up, like, outside, like, one of the, like, voting stations or whatever, and just kind of do an episode?
Hey, who are you voting for, buddy? Beat him up.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's an idea. It's a thought, man.
Probably have to be across the street just because it's private or public property, should I say. But, it's one of those things, man. And, of course, you mentioned Fury earlier. They're going to be in Houston. One of your old opponents, Derek Campos, is on that card. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
He's actually, I think he's the main event. He's on the main card for the UFC Fight Pass version.
Okay.
But he's going to be fighting, and I forgot the opponent's name. But he's going to be on there, man. And I was hoping, because I know they're coming back over here. Mm-hmm. And when Joe Salcedo, actually, he's the one that told me Campos was on there. I was like, oh, man, I wonder if he's going to be on this card over here, man. Because I would have told him, hey, man, come over here, man.
I'm sure he would, man. I have to go hit up Derek or something, man, or hit up Joe. Hey, man, get Derek over here. Spider will pay for your gas.
I'll pay for your parking, bro. Free parking. Maybe a taco. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe, yeah, but it's crazy, man. I mean, I know he ended up not getting re-signed with Bellator. He did the triad fighting, and then he won. He beat Brian Vera, and then now he's on a Fury card, man. Which I don't know. It's kind of exciting, man. I mean, that's I'm sure for Eric and.
I want to interview the guy only because I did have a few questions for him, man. And one of them was, as far as the whole Bellator thing, how it played out, like if it was contract, he didn't want it, or it was the other way around. Mm-hmm. But him actually going into the triad to see maybe, I'm wondering if he was plateaued to where he was just like, man, I ain't going nowhere here. Because he had been fighting for Bellator for years, man. I mean, he kept going contract after contract, and I mean, tough losses, some good wins, but I just wonder if he was kind of like he felt like he was stuck in the rut.
Like I'm surprised that he never did the UFC route. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he ever fought for UFC.
I mean, if he wins enough for Fury, man, I don't see why he wouldn't get that push.
And maybe that's why he's going with Fury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously everybody else is. You know, I mean, everybody wants to go to the bigger promotion, which is the UFC, of course, here in the U.S.
That's probably gonna be at what 170 or 155 that they're fighting, or that he's gonna be fighting on.
It actually lightweight power.
Lightweight, okay.
Damn.
So, man,
Wow.
well, I have to look at that roster, man. See what 155 are they gonna be fighting or putting up against Derek.
It's actually Cruz, man. The guy he fought Mooney for Fury.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's fighting, and that guy's tall. He's lanky,
Yeah.
but he's tall. That's a good
And that's gonna be a good little scrap right there.
155, man.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh again?
Huh? Not 155.
Don't ask me, bro.
Nah.
I'll go home and cry.
Dude, that's gonna be a finish, one way or the other, dude. Damn, that's gonna be good.
Well, that's what I was telling Joe, man. I said, you know what? I see a lot of pressure from Campos, man. So it's just, it would be how much pressure can Cruz take, and can he freaking survive it and come back? You know, because I mean, being the taller guy, he was tall. He's lanky, man. I mean, with Mooney, he kept jabbing him, kicking him. He just kept that distance, but I don't think he'd be able to do that with Campos, man.
Yeah,
He's a veteran. He's experienced.
Campos was, he even in the Brian Vera fight. I mean, he was able to get in and out so quickly, you know. So, and then he's also durable too. So,
and that's one of the things that I guess it was in his favor when it came to triad, because it was the whole in the pocket and just freaking wailing, dude, which is what he's been doing a lot, for his fights, man. He'll break the guy down and then go for that kill. But that's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be in Houston. Unfortunately, I mean, I'll be watching. I got UFC Fight Pass. I'll be like,
bragging. You know what? So like tomorrow when I'm watching the fight, man, I'm gonna be like, haha, you're not watching it. Yeah, so. Yeah.
And I'll get somebody to hook me up right here, man. Listening, send me a link.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, it's going to be good, man. I want to watch it. I mean, of course, Fury, Titan FC, Florida, of course, they're happening. They're actually I think they're the ones that reached out to Van Vo, man.
Oh, yeah.
But they've reached out twice already about fighters, and it's just, dude, I mean, that's in Florida, man. They're willing to fly people out there, and I'm like, damn. Make me want to wait, cut weight a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Yeah, and by cutting weight, I mean skipping lunch. That's it.
That's it.
That's all you're getting, man. But yeah, man. I mean, it's happening. I mean, of course, we talked the whole Cain Velasquez, for Free the Man. UFC, main event, of course, tomorrow. Colby Covington, of course.
Covington, yeah, I think he's coming out on top.
Before that contract was even brought up, I was thinking, like, man, he's gonna retire fucking Masvidal, man. Like, if he beats him up, I don't think Masvidal could recover from a freaking knockout. And then,
damn, dude. Well, but even after the fight, like, I mean, post fight, now you have, let's say Covington loses, right? I mean, that drops his stock so much.
That wouldn't be good.
And I mean. Yeah, he wouldn't be next in line for a title probably for a good minute, man. I mean, because he's the number one contender.
Yeah.
I'm assuming still, and then, man, that would be a big drop for him. I think it'd be a big drop because what's Masvidal, like number 8 or something like that, 7 or something?
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's top 5.
No,
I don't think he's top 5, but those two guys going at it, and then again, even if Masvidal loses, like then that's a knockout, and I think he's gonna get finished by.
Kazmat, he's fighting Burns. So my question is, whoever loses gets to fight Kazmat, maybe? I mean,
I think they didn't do in the winter because I don't think Dana would want to drop those guys even further. Because I think Chimaev is the real deal. I think he's gonna take Usman's belt, and I think he's also gonna go take Adesanya's too.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, at this point, man, I wouldn't doubt it. The only thing that can stop Kazmat is probably this whole war thing, man. That's because they'll stop his visa from coming over here. Honestly, bro. Because other than that, I don't think. I mean, COVID couldn't stop him. The guy almost died. Fucking came back from that. And but yeah, man. I mean, he's gonna be that one guy that he'll probably hold the title for a while, man, until somebody finds a weakness and just kind of But yeah, man. And the only reason I said Kazmat versus Masvidal is because I do think he is going to lose, and I do think that would be like one of those, like I mentioned earlier, like if they gave Masvidal a 3-fight contract, like they're going to have to put him against 3 fighters that are going to make money, in other words. So I'm thinking, okay, that might make money, but, I mean, who else can they put against Masvidal, man, like in the top 10? Like, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Jeff Neal, honestly. I think that would be good, but like other than that, at the 170 pounds, I mean, against remember remember the name. I can't even remember his name, bro. But I remember his nickname.
Remember the nickname, yeah.
There you go. But you know, he's up there. I mean, he would be a good matchup against Masvidal if he loses. I mean, it's just there's a few fighters, man, that you know will definitely be I guess a good opponent, man. But it's just I don't know. I don't see it. We'll see how he does after this fight. Because like I said, even if he has a 3-fight contract, man, he doesn't have to fight. You know what I mean? Like it's just we'll see.
Well, yeah, and you know, then the other thing is too. I know it won't happen because they're teammates and buddies or whatever. But I'd like to see a Dustin and Masvidal.
Yeah.
I
You
think
see, that's another one that I'm like, it's a good matchup. It'll make for good hype. It'll make for good sales. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be main event, but it would be like a good main event card, a co-main event card. Sorry, but we'll see, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's there's a lot of stuff that can happen, man. But first off, Covington has to win, man. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I think you would be. So you're still going with Masvidal, or are you gonna go with
Covington.
You're going Covington
Yeah, on this one.
See, I wonder who Noriega is gonna go with, man.
I think he's going to Austin. I don't even think he's going to watch the fight. Well, he's going to be in Austin this weekend, man. I believe he's going to be out there with Black Sheep Boxing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's going to be covering them, right?
Yeah. He's going to be washing carts outside, detailing. No, just it. No, but he's going to be out there, trying to get some input and some photos and video.
Oh, that'd be good, man.
Definitely come up with some good stuff, man. I know he's going to be out there this whole week. I'm not sure if he's going to be there both days, but I'm pretty sure one of them will probably invite him for the fights, man. Hopefully, tag the guy along, man.
Yeah, dude. No, definitely, man. Get him out there. Man, let me see, man. We have anything else that we got to cover?
No. I've got interviews. I mean, I interviewed the Crazian, of course.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I've got that on there on video. It's on the YouTube. I'm actually going to be interviewing a couple fighters, man. Guerra is one of them. That's going to be, and I don't know how to pronounce this promotion, dude. It's Ogichida Fight Promotions. Yeah, but he's going to be fighting out there. I'm going to interview him. I've got a couple other ones that haven't messaged me back, so I won't put them on there just in case it doesn't happen. But I've got a couple of interviews. 2 I'm working on for sure this weekend. As far as the fights, I mean, of course, your boys out there in Victoria, man, they're going to be fighting for Texas Catch. Texas Clash, I'm sorry. Texas but they're going to be out there. And, of course, the Texas Catch Wrestling Coalition, of course, is going to happen again out there in Pflugerville, I believe that's how you pronounce that. North of Austin, so I definitely want to go to that. And I mean, as far as XKO is happening, I think it's on the 7th, man. What's today's date? I think it's this weekend, man.
The 7th. The 7th was what, Monday?
Yeah, that's not right.
Monday. Yeah.
Maybe it's next month, man. It's lack of sleep, bro. And I will say this, man, because the XKO, bro, like I as much as I've covered them and I follow them, it's like I can't. A lot of times I don't see a lot of their stuff, man. I don't know why. Maybe they blocked me.
They might have blocked you.
Yeah, they're probably nuts. But yeah, but I mean, I know they got good cards coming up. Of course, the people they always put up there, make up for good matchups. Always look forward for local as far as Texas is. So definitely looking forward to that. Lopez Sports and Entertainment, of course.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited for that, man.
Man. I mean, Chris, man, definitely hit us up. Jump on here. Let's get something going. The guy, I don't know if he's still in San Antonio, man, but I mean, definitely, I invited him already, so hopefully he'll stop by one of these days and plug him in. Just talk about his move as far as to the promotion side. I mean, he's done the management thing. I know he did the matchmaker for Fury for a while, and now he's doing his own promotion. So looking forward to that, man.
No, definitely, man. Like I said, he's going to bring a lot of excitement to the local scene, because again, he's a no nonsense, approach to things, like man. Fight. Yeah, dude. I'm very excited to see what he's going to do with his stuff, man. And
just with this in mind, maybe, and I was thinking of when we were talking about weight classes, I wonder if they should do like a 135, 145 pound weight class.
Like
you can weigh in between those 2 rounds and match up, bro.
Oh. So it's like, just as long as you're within that 10 pounds?
Yeah, 170, 185.
Why not?
Match up.
I mean, why not, man?
That. Yeah,
I mean, I'm off. I mean, that's what's going to happen. It's what's going to happen on Fight Night anyways.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, people are still going to weigh in like 15, 20 pounds over, so
why not, dude?
Well, we'll see, man. I mean, that'd be a good little input. Maybe the Russians will take it. They'll take everything, bro. Man, I saw this freaking wacky video, and I want to say this before we finish this up, but it was a 2-on-1. It was 2 guys. It was a son, a grandpa, and they fought a transgender woman.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I kind of cringed, bro. I was just like, damn, it's disturbing to a limit, you know. But it's just. It goes to show, man. They're fucking putting, you know, they got pillow fight championship. They've got,
dude, I saw the pillow fight, so like that I can get behind them. It was like, you know what, man,
that's hard, bro. But yeah,
that you know, right there, hey, that might bring me out of retirement, man.
You're like
you
two
know,
pillows.
So,
oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing that my whole life, right?
That's pretty much. I am, yeah. But yeah, you know, but that's going on. I've been not watching, but it keeps popping up on my feed. Not because I watch it, but. Lingerie fighting championship, that keeps popping up. I don't like it for a lot of reasons, man. But yeah, I mean they have that card jitsu. I don't know if you've seen that with the guys.
I see the card jitsu.
Yeah, that's
actually pretty neat.
I'm claustrophobic, man. So I'm like freaking sticking my head out the window trying to catch a net. But yeah, dude, that's going on. I mean, it's just like what's next, bro? Like, I mean, I want to do like where they put two guys over one of those wooden ramps that move, you know, and over a pit full of alligators, bro. So
just
you're fighting.
Kind of hey, that'll be your last fight.
Not, dude,
if you lose, that's your last.
And then we'll put flames around to top it off, you know. But yeah, man, it's going crazy. I mean, a lot of promotions, a lot of stuff popping up. Smokers, I know they had Kingdom fights out there with Trujillo. He was Houston. They did that smoker last weekend, man, and the guy posted on there. He did great. So looking forward to more, you know, for smokers. I think he's actually trying to get his license and get something going, man. So definitely behind that. Steven, I forgot Peterson.
Yeah, Ocho.
Yes, Ocho. He posted about the boxing. He's actually, I don't know if he's helping or he just posted it, but there's going to be like a Muay Thai K1 type boxing thing going on out there in Dallas. So I'm going to keep on top of that because that was kind of cool. And that's kind of one of the things I want to finish off saying, dude. If you're a fighter and, you know, it's kind of like going to war. You go to war, when you come back, you're not the same. When you're a fighter and you stop, you're not, you know, you're still a fighter, man. I will keep that mentality and I will stay involved somehow. You know, like with the podcast, with the commentator, you know, going as a ref, as a judge. I mean, definitely stay involved. I would, man, if I was a fighter and I had a following, I would go behind a lot of these smaller promotions, man, and I would help them. You know, because that's for the next generation. It's just like, why not? You know, so definitely, you know, plug in your name and help these people out, man. Because I mean, they were there when you were starting off, that's for sure. You know.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I mean, on top of that, man, what do you have for us?
No, man. Let me see, man. As we have those fights tomorrow night, man, and I'll be over there, man. I'll probably, you know, go live a couple times, maybe I'll put some clips up there, right? Kind of, maybe just do some reactions, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to Bobby Southward, man. Is he still doing those reactions? You know what I'm saying?
Know.
So I don't know. I mean, we'll see, man. Maybe we'll do like a little fight buddy or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk, but I mean that'll also just depends on if I'm drinking or not. So.
Oh yeah. Might not want to follow you.
Hey guys, this is Aaron. You know, just
can you start talking politics and be like,
say Aaron, no, please.
That's a cut.
Say okay. Say hey, and you're fired tomorrow. Say okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
Understood.
Go pick up your stuff. Yeah. I don't have anything. Okay, good. Change the locks.
Hey, those are my paper clips.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's my coffee cup, man. I want my coffee cup. But yeah, bro. But I mean, with that being said, man. I mean, till next time, bro. Everybody out there, this is the Fight Card Podcast. Spider, Aaron Suarez. And until next time, follow up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy, my man. It was just like, hey, man, I'm gonna have the fights. So, you know, I'll invite you. I was like, all right, cool.
Hey, well, he's your buddy. He's my buddy too, man. Tell him we coming.
Tell him.